I'm Scott Scurfield. I'm one of the attorneys here at Riddle and Brantley. I'm actually our board certified specialist in Social Security disability law, and I handle all of our disability cases. I want to talk in these videos about the 5-step sequential analysis that the Social Security Administration uses to analyze all claims for Social Security disability. This applies across the board to every claim that's made, and it will apply to your claim if you make one for disability benefits from the Social Security Administration. So let's first look at the overall framework of the 5-step sequential analysis. I'll go through all 5 steps, and then in other videos we'll look at each of the 5 steps individually. The first of the 5 steps is whether or not you're still working. If you're still working and earning money, the Social Security Administration says that you're not disabled, no matter how sick you might feel. The second step asks whether you have an actual medical diagnosis for your medical or mental health problems. You can't just have something like pain. There has to be a reason for the pain, a medical diagnosis to back up the pain. If you don't have a diagnosis, you don't have a claim, and your claim will be denied at step 2. The third step in the sequential analysis asks whether your medical diagnosis meets one of the Social Security Administration's listings of impairments. The government keeps a list of medical conditions that are automatically deemed to be so serious that they're disabling. And if your medical condition is on that list, you pretty much automatically win your case if you've gotten past steps 1 and 2. Before going on to the 4th step in the analysis, the Social Security Administration will evaluate what's called your residual functional capacity. And that's a fancy way of saying what can you still do? And can you still do enough of the things that it takes to hold down a job? Once they decide what you can still do, they move on to the 4th step, which looks at whether or not you could still do the things necessary to perform the jobs that you've held during the last 15 years. If the answer to that is yes, as to any one of those jobs, then you're deemed to not be disabled. If the answer at step 4 is no, then we move on to step 5, which asks whether there are other jobs in the economy that you could still do that are within that residual functional capacity that they calculate before looking at step 4. If at step 5, the Social Security Administration decides that there are still jobs out there that you might not have done before, but you can do now, they will again find you to not be disabled. If they decide at step 5 that there are no jobs that you could do because your conditions are so severe that they limit you so much that you can't work a 40-hour week no matter how simple or easy the job is, then you will be found to be disabled. Those are the 5 steps that all claims are evaluated under. They will apply to your claim if you make one, and what we're going to do in the next series of videos is go through each of the 5 steps individually in a little more detail.